what makes the most sense to me is to continually check in with myself and see how something is feeling. And I know that my emotions are going to guide what is right for me, and that's just going to change over time. Hey beautiful people, I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Brittany, and today I'm just really excited to share about this theme that has been alive in my life for so long, and the reflecting on it has been super insightful for me. And that is that I think pretty much anything I've ever felt really strongly about, I have at another time felt what feels like the exact opposite about. And both of them like very passionately. And I think maybe the bigger picture is that I have changed my beliefs many times to serve me where I am in my life. And I think that that is something that is really natural and a beautiful skill to have, and that we're constantly evolving, and different things resonate with us at different times for different reasons. And I think sometimes maybe we're taught that that's like being, I don't know, like floozy or unreliable, or that like there is such thing as like one ultimate truth, and if we're not finding that, then we're not a dependable person in some way. And my experience has been that that's the opposite of the case for me. I think being flexible and playful and open to life and open to possibilities has been really like, yeah, I think it's my best skill, and a skill that I'm always fostering. The example that is coming to mind right now, because it's a big part of my life, is what's going on in my relationships. So I share a polyamorous lifestyle with all the people I connect with, I guess. And I've been living with two of my partners. I've been living with Connor, who I've had a 5-year relationship with, and with Bridget, who I've had a 1-year relationship with. And we have Ilya, who's 5 months old, and we all care for them. And yeah, it's so interesting like how normal that is for me. It's like the most normal thing. And that I remember about 6 years ago when I first got to Austin, I heard about polyamory from a friend of mine who shared an open relationship with her partner, and I was so intrigued, and also like, I could never do that. And if you've seen my video, I'll link it down below, on how like jealousy used to eat me alive and was like ruining my life. I would never the thought of a partner that I was connecting with other people in any sort of way, like really intimately, emotionally, or physically, just felt like no. There was just like a huge no. And now it's a huge yes for me. I really love it. I love when people I love share love with other people. It's like the best feeling for me. That's actually what I really want for the world, is just this unconditional love and ever-flowing love in ways that feel really authentic for us. Yeah, and that's just like the big one that comes to mind, and recognizing that I'm so open to change there. I don't feel dogmatic about any part of my life. Like I will live this way forever. I feel that what makes the most sense to me is to continually check in with myself and see how something is feeling. And I know that my emotions are going to guide what is right for me, and that's just going to change over time. And I mean, I can see it in my everyday choices, just with like most mornings I wake up and I want to have melon, and that just feels really good for me, generally speaking. But yesterday I made this really amazing like pumpkin ice cream pie, and it's delicious and healthy, and not that it would have to be, but that's what I was wanting. And so I woke up and I had that today, and that's just great, and it really resonates with me today. And you know, that can show up in that way with diet or with exercise. I'm always sort of changing what feels right for me. And I also have like some basic general philosophies that are maybe changing more slowly. Maybe I'll have a practice that really resonates with me for a long time, like acrobatics. I've been doing partner acrobatics for about 6 years, and I absolutely love it. And also, since getting pregnant, like my practice really shifted there. because I only wanted to fly on Connor mostly while being pregnant, and we had to modify our practice a lot. And in doing that, I got more into my solo practices. And then since then, just recognizing I really enjoy this and I really want to develop other things. And I did have a belief that like I was, or maybe not as strong as like to 100% believe this, but parts of me really felt that to be my most vibrant self, to be like the best version of myself, I really had to be doing acrobatics all the time because I loved it so much. And I felt like this great loss when I felt that it wasn't going to be in my life, which I feared sometimes, and really felt like that's not helpful. How can I change my beliefs around that, as I was having to do it less? And in changing that, I've found, wow, I think the big thing is that I really love feeling great. I love feeling great in my body, and the way that I want to do that might change throughout my life. I want to feel great in my relationships. I want to feel like I'm showing up as the best version of myself possible, and how I go about doing that is just going to change and morph based on my experience, based on the people I'm connecting with, based on what I'm excited about exploring at any given point in life. And I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing. And I think it's also one of the reasons that I feel like I can connect with others so well, no matter if we're resonating on the topic that we're talking about or not. It's more like I love tuning into you or to this other person I'm connecting with and really understanding like what they're feeling passionate about and why, and how that makes them come alive, and why it's really serving them in their life. That's how I love to connect with people. It's connecting on like an emotional feeling level. I could talk about this forever. Yeah, it's really exciting. Connection is really exciting for me. And I think a way that I connect really well with others and myself is seeing this big theme, which is that we are constantly evolving and changing. And the more openness I can have to really understand everything, understand everybody, and understand myself in this way, the more I feel that I can continue to grow fluidly and continue to choose what really resonates with me, without some idea that that's okay or not okay. If it feels right for me, then that's my path, and that's really okay. It's more than okay. And I really trust my emotional guidance. I think it's such a huge part of being human. I love this part of being human. I think it's great to be sensitive, overly sensitive. I think it's like being finely emotionally attuned. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing, and keep changing and growing, and encouraging you to keep changing and growing, whatever that looks like. And maybe that looks like doing the same thing, and that's awesome too. I feel like whatever you're doing, I support you, and I just think that that couldn't be overemphasized. Just like supporting one another's genuine exploration through ourselves, however's feeling really right for us to show up, and rocking that. So thank you. Had none of that planned whatsoever. Just felt inspired to sit down and share this thing that I've always felt, which is like, and then I changed my mind completely. Heck yeah. I really love you. I think you're amazing for being here, for existing on this planet. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Sending you so much love.